guys! So recently I went to a yard sale that had a ton of YA books and I just couldn't leave them behind because what kind of reader would I be if I left books there and didn't give them a home on my shelf, even though it might be overflowing a little bit. So I want to show you guys what I got today. So I got the first 4 books of the Secrets of the Immortal Flamel series. And I believe there's 6 books in this series, so if I like these, then I'll pick up the other 2. And this series, from what I previously know about it and what I got from the back, it is about an immortal man, Flamel, hence the title, and he has the secret to eternal life. But this evil doctor wants to steal it and use it for evil, and only 2 people can stop him. And this book is about their adventure, trying to save the elixir. Plus, I mean, can we just talk about these covers? I love them. They're so simplistic and so beautiful. Next we have Unremembered by Jessica Brody, and this is about a 16-year-old girl who is the only person to survive this horrific plane crash. But when she woke up, she had no memories of her previous life, and she doesn't know who she can and can't trust. Here we have Waterfell by Amelia Howard. This book is about a girl who is actually an underwater sea queen, and she has to blend in our modern world because her kingdom and her father was betrayed. And the betrayer challenges her to a battle to try and fight to win her kingdom back. Then she also starts to fall for a mortal boy. So I'm not really sure if she's a mermaid or some kind of like underwater sea creature. I kind of hope she's a mermaid. That would be really cool. Here we have Hush Hush by Rebecca Fitzpatrick. And I'm honestly still not really sure what this is about. It says a fallen angel of forbidden love, but the back description is kind of vague. You know, she can't really trust anyone. There's a boy who she's not supposed to fall in love with. So it seems like kind of your typical YA plot. So I'm definitely gonna have to read it to get more of the details about what the story is really about. Next we have the first book in the Lauren Legacies series, which is I'm Number 4 by Picatus Lore, I think that's right. This book sounds really interesting to me because it's about superpowers, and I love superpowers. And when I went to B-Fest, which was the teen book festival that Barnes & Noble was having, a lot of the girls who I met there told me that they were either reading or had read I Am Number 4 and really loved the series. So when I saw this, I had to pick it up. Also, the side is so cool. I love when books have just like that little extra thing that makes them stand out. Like I said earlier, it's about superpowers, and there are 9 superhumans and 3 of them are dead, and this is about the 4th one, hence the term I Am Number 4. And now we have Shiver by Maggie Steve Otter, who also wrote the Raven Boys series. And this book is about a werewolf, and I'm so excited to read it because I have loved werewolves ever since Teen Wolf. I never really got into Twilight. We'll get to that later in the haul. So Teen Wolf was kind of like my first like, oh, werewolves. And so I would love to read more about werewolves in this book because it seems like every book or TV show or movie like has a different interpretation of werewolves, so I always love reading about them. Next we have Go Ask Alice, which is by an anonymous writer, and this is a story that is set in a diary format. I'm pretty sure that it is based on a true story and it's someone's real journal who is going through substance abuse, and the person who I bought it from told me that it was very sad and it would make me cry. But I think it's important to read things like this just to remind you how fortunate you are in life. So next we have Drought by Pam Backshores? I'm bad with names. This is about a girl who was enslaved in the year 1812 and has been living as if it was still that time for the past, I don't even know how many years, but she's been enslaved, and she meets this boy who kind of gives her this hope of the future, and she wants to run away with him. But if she leaves her community, then she is condemned because she possesses this super power, I guess you could call it, where her blood is the only thing that can keep the water coming, and so if she leaves, it will cause a drought, and her community will be doomed. So she kind of has to make that choice between saving all the people who she's known for so long and this new boy that comes into her life. And lastly, I have the first 3 books of the Twilight series. This series, I kind of feel like I missed the bandwagon on this one. I feel like it's almost like too late for me to read Twilight. Does that make any sense? But I picked them up because I do want to eventually read them. The story sounds very interesting to me, and I know it has a lot of hate, but I don't want to let that stop me from reading it. So I hope you guys enjoyed that haul and maybe saw some books that you thought would be interesting to you. So I'll see you guys in my next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.